Hey people, it's Jen. I hope everyone's good. I'm just gotten to do a video and I'm not sure what it's about, but messages will come through as I'm recording it. One thing I wanted to talk about is purging and rippling effects on your twin. Not necessarily the rippling effect of purging, but just two separate subjects. Purging. I've had my share of purging for years, and I still purge from time to time. For example, today I had like a small purge yesterday as well, and that's totally normal in the twin flame connection. Your twin acts as a trigger and to help you release what needs to be released, to help you release what no longer serves you. And that's a very important step. And it's not, purging is not grieving your last boyfriend or girlfriend or stuff like that. It's part of it, yes, but it's not all of it. And that's what's important to understand, because some people think that they need to heal past relationships and that they're done. And yes, it's part of it, but it's not all. Purging goes all the way through your parents, your grandparents, your family tree, and your past lives. For my case, I even purged past lives, like a few of them. I did some regressions using hypnotherapy or some videos to do regressions and to go take a look at what was going on there. And in those lives, I did see my twin. And mind you, I did my first regression before meeting my twin in the physical, and I saw him in this life. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear the water, but okay, sorry about that. So yes, I did see my twin in one of my lives, like the first time I did a regression actually, and I understood part of my karma in that life as well, karma that wasn't resolved and that I needed to resolve in this life. And just to make a long story short, in that life, I was supposed to get married to a man. And on the wedding, actually on the day, like when I was walking in the alley to be with him, I turned around and I ran away with my twin. At the time, I didn't know he was my twin. I just saw myself running away with someone. And I did see his looks. I didn't see his face, but I saw his entire body, his hands, his hair color, his skin, his bone structure, his shoulders. I even saw, and that's funny, his butt. Like, a lot of people will say that the people on the other side have a wicked sense of humor, and they actually do. I can vouch for that, because they made sure that I took a look at his butt before leaving this past life regression. And I understand why they wanted me to do this, because my twin is my physical healer, hence seeing his hands. I recognized his hands immediately and the feel of them the first time I had a treatment with him. And why his butt? It's because at the end of each treatment, as I lay on the table to take a few deep breath and relax before getting up and going on about my day, he always stand facing the wall, so I see his back and I see his butt, and like, it's just a funny thing. It's just a funny thing, and he is exactly the way I saw him in my regression. Exactly, his hair color, his height. I even knew his age. During the regression, my hypnotherapist asked me, how old is he? And I said, my age. He's my age. And in this lifetime, my twin is my age. And I did, after that session, a few months later, even a few years later, I did a few regressions on my own, and he showed up. He he was there. It's him. I mean, and when I met him in the physical, I knew immediately that he was my twin. You just know deep down inside, it's instant. The second I heard his voice, the second I looked into his eyes, I even said out loud, oh my God, it's you. When I saw him, he didn't know what I was talking about. And it kind of surprised me that I said that, but I just knew it was him. And where was I going with this? I'm sorry, I've been like this all day. I don't know if you all been like this too. The energy was really up and down today, like very sweet and nice this morning. And then as the afternoon settled in, it started being up and down. And then I started purging this afternoon. And it didn't last long, thank God. And I know that my twin's higher self was with me, supporting me at that time. And just supporting all those synchronicities I've been having also lately. This weekend I was meditating to his energy, and I was asking him some questions. And I did get all my answers, but it took a few days. I did get an answer yesterday. I was going to the store, and just before leaving, I was guided to look on the right. And my eyes stopped on a t-shirt that said, "I chose you." And that was an answer to my meditation on Saturday. So it took a couple of days for the answer to come. So that's just to show you that sometimes if you ask guidance, clarity, or something to the divine, or if you do ask questions in your meditation and you don't get the answers right away, my best advice is do not stress, do not push, do not pull, do not do anything. Just stay still. Just be the rock in the river, you know? The water will flow over the rock and the rock won't move. Same thing as you, don't move. Stay still. You will get the answer. You will get it, but you need to listen. Because if you push, pull, you'll miss it. Because you'll be putting your energy where it doesn't belong. And you're going to miss the synchronicity, whether it's a car plate, a message on a board, publicity board. It could be anywhere. In my case, I get a lot of answers through the time, through digits. If I don't look at the time, they will find a way to show me the answers. They will make me look where I need to look to get the answers. A car plate, gas prices, phone numbers, stuff like that. And if not, well, like I said, they will find another way, like that t-shirt saying "I chose you." That was like so beautiful. And it was, yeah, you just feel it when it's the answer. If you're asking yourself, at first you may wonder, is this it? Is this not it? Until you figure out how you work. In my case, I'm an empath, like I've mentioned many times before, and I'm hyper sensitive. I'm so sensitive that I can feel my nails and my hair grow. So I do feel a lot of things, and sometimes I'm like, is this me? Is this not me? Does this belong to me? Where is this coming from? Because I don't recognize this. I'm not sure this belongs to me, and it takes time to figure it all out. It takes time, and that's why it's important sometimes to speak to people. So you can, get your confirmation. I used to ask a lot of people, like other empaths, to confirm that I was feeling the right thing. And I've realized today how much my abilities for mental communication are getting a lot stronger. Not only with my twin, those abilities that have always been very strong between me and my twin and I should say. But with other people, like I sense people coming way ahead. I know, and before I used to be like, is it me thinking about them or is it them thinking about me? And I just figure it out. To me, it comes like when it's a little pull, when I'm being pulled, it's them thinking or it's them sending. And if it's me, well, it's hard to explain because it's all feelings and it's all different for everyone. But when it's me, it's like I push it. I push it because I want the message to get across. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the rippling effect. What's really important to understand in the twin flame connection is that whatever work you're doing on yourself, it's going to have a rippling effect on your twin. Like if you think that you're selfish or self-centered for taking some time to check in with yourself or with your team and to meditate and to heal yourself, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. Because by doing so, the rippling effect not only goes out to your twin, but it goes out to the entire planet, because we are all one. We are all connected. So if you show up with your best self because you're doing the work, the entire planet has a benefit in this. Your love is more pure. Your love is deeper. Your love is more genuine. So you see, but with the twin flame, it's like sometimes you will pick up stuff that is not yours, and that's really hard because you cannot really disconnect. You can just ask to tone it down. So you can go ahead and ask your angels and your team, please tone it down because I'm having a hard time focusing on work or whatnot. When you do pick up stuff from your twin, it's important that you understand or ask to understand let me rephrase that, sorry. It's important that you ask if there's something that you need to understand, because it might not be like 100% them. A part of it may belong to you. A part of it may come to you for you to transmute it, to release it to the love and light, to be transmuted into positive, because that's what it's all about, right? It's all alchemy. So, for example, when I pick my twin's energy and I feel restless or I don't know what to do with it, I just ask, please show me what I need to see, what I need to know at this moment. And sometimes it's instant, sometimes it will take hours or minutes or maybe days. And I will get the answer, I will get it, and it's my job then to transmute it. And I'm doing this for me, for him, and for the planet. So the important thing is to remember that it needs to be transmuted. It needs to be released to the love and light to be transmuted. If you keep it to yourself, if you resist, well, you're going towards the dark side. Resistance creates a whole bunch of things like attacks, jealousy, and all the stuff that we don't want in our energy fields. So everybody in the community is talking about how important it is to cleanse and keep our energy fields as clear and clean as possible. So you need to look at yourself all the time. And since twin flames are mirrors to each other, it's even more important, because if you're clean, chances are that he or she will be clean or will have it less rough, you know? So, oops. Yeah, sorry, I dropped like water on myself. That is so me. I've been so klutzy today. Like the energy is so strong. This shift towards February is so strong, and it's been delivered in stages and in phases, and it's something else, but it's gonna be so beautiful, so beautiful. I'm telling you, February, it's Valentine's Day, it's the month of love. It's going to be something different, much lighter, much more love in the world. And that's going to be so great. So, yeah, the mirror, yeah. So, yeah, you're a mirror to your twin flames. So, and he or she is a mirror to you. So whenever they do something that you dislike, you need to ask yourself, is it possible that I have this in me? Is it possible that I have the same behavior and I'm not aware of it? You need to do this so you can work on yourself and release it and transmute it again into positive. And the rippling effect also is that, for example, if you're resisting a change in yourself, well, how can your twin change? He can't, because you twos are energetically sorry, I always have a hard time with that word, linked together. So if you have resistance in you, he's going to feel the resistance. Doesn't mean he has resistance, but he's going to feel it and he's going to react in his own way. And that's going to reflect back on you. It's a back and forth thing all the time. So you need to be very careful. If you find yourself stuck, or if you find that you're dealing with something very big that you might think that you'll never be able to get over, well, just be gentle on yourself. Just take your time. Take your time, let it sit with you, meditate, do what you like. Listen to music. Music is the best medicine for the soul. Listen to music, dance, go out, be in the sun, be in the moonlight, be with friends, laugh it out. That's so important. Or talk, share a coffee, share a smile with strangers, pay compliments, be love and light, and then it's going to come to you. If you're not love and light, it's not going to come to you because you're blocking it. So the rippling effect is way more important or deeper than a lot of people think. And it's really important to always be aware of yourselves. So that way, your connection and your energy is lighter, brighter, clearer, and more loving. So, yeah. So, and like I said, if you feel you're stuck or not making any progress, or even if you feel that you've been regressing, surrender. And sometimes surrendering is a really hard thing because you want to be in the action, you want to, get things moving, but you can't. And you can't because you don't decide. The divine decides because they have it all planned through divine timing. And you can't force that, you can't push that, you can't pull that. All you can do is work on yourself. So when you surrender, you open yourself and you allow yourself to receive more new templates, new downloads, new energy. And for those of you who are sensitive like me, you will probably agree that this shift is something else. If we look back at last year, for example, same date last year, I was completely different. As sensitive, but I could not understand what was going on. Now I do, so it's easier for me to deal with it. But still, I'm human. I'm a soul in a human body. My soul is trying to teach me and show me something and keep me aligned with my path. And sometimes it's hard. So all you can do is surrender. Sit with it. Meditate. Contemplate. Do some hand mudras. Dance. Whatever is making you happy and lighter. And by doing so, your ego will tend to quiet down, shut up, and be less loud or less visible. And you will be able to see clearer what are the next steps to be taken. Sorry about the silence. I'm just checking in to see if there's other messages. I don't think there is. There is. So the rippling effect, once again, think about it this way. If you do it for yourself and it's good for you, it's good for everyone. If you always start on these bases, on these grounds, how can you go wrong? Sure, you can make a mistake. You can do the wrong thing, thinking that it was the right thing, and that's okay because we're human. But if you always start off on that foot, you can't do wrong. You can only stand more in your power and in your love, and people will be pulled to you because of that, because they will sense the divine in you and the light in you, and you will attract them like magnets. And it's a beautiful thing, beautiful when you think about it. that will be it for now, because 20 minutes, that's enough. So on that, good night, everyone. Blessings. Ciao, ciao.